I was working, I've sacrificed income for time for development. And it's been great because I've learned so much, but I still haven't monetized anything in business. And so I haven't generated income that way. And so I've been working less, and the less income has gone to bills, and then, getting by. An occasional trip for my friend's wedding, or, necessary trips, or funding a little bit of business development, corporate package or a logo. And so I really haven't had a chance. And so anyways, LA, I put my 2 weeks in. I got cut a little early, right before the holidays, came home. It's a rough time. I managed to get Christmas gifts, but it set me back financially even more so. And so after that, we went to Austin, Texas. And Austin, Texas, I decided I needed to get a job right away. But on top of that, I wanted to work mornings. I didn't want the night restaurant lifestyle, where you get out late, because I like to get up early and be productive. So it's kind of, it was hard to balance. So I remembered Snooze, a restaurant that we ate at when we lived in Los Angeles. It took a day trip, a one-day, one-night trip to San Diego. My girlfriend took me to this place called Snooze, this amazing, trendy breakfast place where people, the servers, they treat you like family, and the food was so creative. So I applied there, downtown Austin. There are 2 locations, one South Lamar, one North Lamar. I worked at the North Lamar campus location, and it was amazing. Going in, I thought that it was going to be, some typical little tiny casual breakfast place where half the servers, it was their first job, that kind of thing. But wow, the way that they did things, the corporate structure, it was impressive. Not only was the food amazing, but they used the best ingredients. They wouldn't settle for inferior ingredients. If one supplier didn't treat their chickens right, they'd pay, instead of paying 10 cents an egg, they'd pay 25 cents an egg just to have happy chickens. Like that, their morals and values and principles were just unlike any other restaurant I had ever worked in. And the way they treated us was amazing, just with so much respect. They looked out for us. They really took care of us. And I cannot say enough good things about them. So I got hired there, began working just one job there, 4 to 5 shifts a week. And things were great. We'd explore Austin, go hiking. And the general manager there at the time actually was very entrepreneurial. And he had done some research before hiring me. He went to my LinkedIn and social media. And I remember my second day, I was at the hostess stand with him before I had begun my serving training, backtracking a little bit. And he looked at me and he said to me, he's like, I saw your LinkedIn. I know you want more. He's like, hang in there. One day we'll work together. And I was so glad to hear him say that, because it was so rare to come across someone that was entrepreneurial. And I had such a hard time finding mentors, and because no one really understood my path. And yes, there's a lot of people that could be mentors, but I just hadn't come across them yet. And most people I had met didn't understand my path, and they were so quick to judge if we got into a discussion, or even friends and family. Even though I have an amazing family, they don't understand my path. My path is different, not necessarily by choice. It's just inside I cannot have a conventional job. And so doing what makes me happy, doing what feels right, is the entrepreneurial path. So so I'm choosing to be happy and follow my path. And most people don't understand that. So anyways, I was excited about this. We kept in touch. I met him for coffee a couple times, and it turned out that he had a huge network. He knew multiple very successful businesswomen and businessmen in Austin. Business owners that owned 14 or 15 restaurants or various locations of a business, very successful people. And he actually ended up leaving the restaurant to take an opportunity and be in charge of 15 locations as a food and beverage director. So he really did a great job, and he took an opportunity, and we're still good friends, and we will work together one day. We really will. But anyways, in Austin, I also met one of the servers connected me with a speaker who she had mentioned in conversation, and I had always wanted to meet someone who did public speaking, and I never met anybody. So she set me up with him via email, and he met me for coffee, and this guy was amazing as well. He had so much to offer, and he was so gifted with not only public speaking. I could just tell he had so much energy, and he just was so good at speaking. But he, in 15 minutes of hearing my story of what I wanted to accomplish, he took all of that jumble, all of that information, and he threw it down this funnel, and he expels everything in an organized way that just made sense. How to brand things, how to put things together. He actually understood, and he was one of the few people that actually understood and saw the value in it, instead of just criticizing me and saying that won't work. And I had so much respect for him for that. And also for taking the time out of his busy schedule to meet a stranger and really help me to the best of his ability. So we also kept in touch, and he's offered me a lot of guidance up to this point. So Austin was an amazing place. People were so friendly. I cannot wait to go back one day. But recently, we made the drive for our third location to San Diego. So we're back in Cali, and here it's nice. It's very nice. It's different than LA. LA I didn't really like because the people were not friendly at all. And it was really hard to find, I'm not going to say good people, because there's a lot of good people in LA, but it's hard to find, it's hard to get through to people in LA because they're all very guarded. And so it's hard to find genuine people because everyone has their guard up. I'm sure there's a lot of genuine people, but it's very hard to get to them. So, the San Diego is, people are friendly, which I like. It's a very family-oriented atmosphere, especially where we are in Del Mar. We were blessed again to have great housing in a very nice area, and it actually worked out even better this time because I transferred from the snooze in Austin to the snooze here, which happens to be walking distance. So much more efficient, no more 45-minute car rides in traffic. I can walk to work in 10 minutes. It's perfect. So I feel so blessed, and I'm so grateful right now for the housing that we have, to work down the street, and I've met some great people there already, to be making money so soon with a job, and business-wise to have more focus. So I'm focusing on New Exist entirely. Once I get New Exist launched and I have my online packages, then and only then I can give some attention to Inherent Success while I do my races and promote New Exist. So one thing at a time. New Exist, and then Inherent Success. Once I have money coming in from both of those, and both of them are doing well, then I can begin to focus on a larger venture, one of my larger ventures. With all the people I've met, there's different people for different projects. So that's where I'm right now. Just trying to get things financially straight, save a little more money, reduce my bills a little more, and pay off my debt so I can be entirely debt free and not have to worry about anything financially while I work on launching New Exist. And then once I launch New Exist, I should be in a position where I'm more free and can travel and do different races and competitions, Ninja Warrior, every competition I could possibly get my hands on, and start generating income, and then live that lifestyle that I want to live, a more free one. But in the meantime, I have finally learned to accept that I'm exactly where I need to be right now, and exactly where I deserve to be right now. And I'm still learning, and I am still figuring things out, but I have a plan and I have direction, and it's just a matter of enjoying every day and enjoying the moments, living in the present, and appreciating those loved ones, and learning my balance now, because it's not, I used to always live in the future and put things off and think, when I do this, when I do that, but I can't do that anymore. It's nobody should live like that. It's a matter of enjoying the present, and that's it. Just enjoying the presence and just enjoying every day along your journey while having the balance and enjoying the relationships in your life, remembering loved ones, making time for them, and giving back to society in various ways along the way as well. And then improving yourself every day. So those 4 aspects in your lifestyle